Cubans like to say that their long, slim island lies in the turquoise waters of the Caribbean like a sleeping crocodile. Located at the mouth of the Gulf of Mexico, Cuba's about 156 kilometers south of Florida, 210 kilometers east of Mexico, and 140 kilometers north of Jamaica. The largest island of the Greater Antilles, it is actually part of an archipelago that includes the small Isla de la Juventud, Isle of Youth, off the southwest coast, and about 1,600 coastal islets, keys, and coral reefs. The mainland stretches some 1,250 kilometers, from Baracoa and Guantanamo in the south to Havana and Pinar del Rio in the north, and it's only 191 kilometers at its widest point, slightly smaller than England, and about the same size as the U.S. state of Virginia. The total surface area of the island is 110,861 square kilometers. Cuba's largely low-lying, with a fringe of white sandy beaches leading inland to a flat or gently undulating landscape of tobacco farms, sugar plantations, wetlands and forested hills. The three main mountain ranges are the eastern Sierra Maestra, which contains Cuba's highest peak, Pico Turquino, 1,974 meters, the Sierra del Escambre in central Cuba, and the Cordillera de Guanguanico in the west. The landscape around the tobacco-growing valleys of Viñales is characterized by mojotes, isolated domes and ridges of forested limestone that rear up straight out of the grassy plains. Only a few rivers are navigable. About 4% of the main island is wetlands. The most important is the Zapata Swamp in the southwest, an important nature reserve. A falling population, reforestation programs, the lack of large-scale industrial farming or timber extraction, and good park management have left Cuba's wilderness areas and reefs in fairly good shape compared to its Caribbean neighbors. About 14% of Cuba's landmass is protected in national and local reserves, including 14 national parks. 6 protected areas are designated as UNESCO Biosphere Reserves, including Cuchillas del Toa, near Baracoa in the eastern province of Guantanamo, which includes Cuba's longest river, the Rio de Miel, and the 32,400-hectare Parque Baconoa, the largest reserve near Santiago de Cuba. The Humboldt National Park in the Nipesaguá-Baracoa Mountains on the north coast of eastern Cuba has been designated a UNESCO Natural Heritage Site and is considered one of the most biologically diverse tropical island sites on Earth. Cuba has 14 provinces, including the capital, plus a special municipality, the Isle of Youth. About 1/5 of the population of 11.2 million lives in Havana. Climate. Cuba has a tropical climate with a dry season from December to April-May and a rainy season from June to November. Temperatures can reach a sweltering 32 degrees centigrade in July, August and September, the hottest months, and dip to a balmy 26 degrees centigrade in January, the coolest month. Santiago de Cuba is generally hotter than Havana by a few degrees, and inland daytime temperatures in eastern Cuba, where there is no sea breeze to offer relief from the searing tropical heat, can rise to around 36 degrees in July and August. February and March are the driest months, and October, during the hurricane season, is the wettest month. Average annual rainfall is around 1,320 millimeters. The highest rainfalls occurring in the mountains and the lowest along the coast and on the islands. At any time of the year, the weather can switch from glorious sunshine to a torrential downpour and back to sunshine again in an hour or two. As the wet season begins, temperature and humidity rise together, and the beach becomes a place of refuge, with sea temperatures topping 25 degrees centigrade, alleviated by the breeze. Hurricane-prone. Hurricanes are most frequent